Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, NerdModon, and today we have yet again another episode of Would You Rather. This is a video series where we'll be going over approximately 5 questions and answering them in the most appropriate manner. So with the rules and guidelines reviewed, let's start off the episode. So of course, coming in at our first Would You Rather question, I have Would you rather unearth and loot a corpse, finding a Rolex, or cheat in a competition, winning a Rolex? Now, of course, when it really comes down to it, in aspects of trying to get the Rolex to look the best it's going to be, especially when it comes down to the pristine value and the resellability of it, I feel like I would rather just cheat in a competition and have the ability to get one that's brand new. Now, of course, we all know that cheating is bad and we shouldn't do it, but I feel like it's just a better option when it comes down to it for me personally, considering that I don't really feel like digging on somebody's arm trying to get this watch off, and I feel like it would just be a little bit easier just to kind of live with it in that aspect. Coming in at our second question, I have Would you rather be able to control/talk to a machine or be able to produce an unlimited amount of electricity? Now, I figure I would much rather have the ability to have unlimited amount of electricity, considering that this allows me to consistently have a very steady amount, as well as it's going to save me money in the long term, especially when it comes down to 50 years down the road. Being able to save money in the aspects that would normally go to paying for the bills, especially when it comes down to electricity, would really allow me to save over the next 50 years and would really allow me to really have a pretty good life and put that money aside maybe into a savings account and just enjoy the benefits of what it has to offer. But in conclusion, I feel like I would much rather have the ability to produce an unlimited amount of electricity, considering that it would save me money, unlike the other alternative that only allows me to move machinery around, which isn't really something that I really would worry about too much in today's society. Coming in at our third question, I have Would you rather have no one show up to your wedding or your funeral? I feel like I would much rather just have nobody show up to my funeral, considering that it isn't going to be something that I remember. Obviously, in this case, I am dead, so it's not really going to be a big deal. I can just kind of imagine everybody there having a good time, and I'm hoping that's how it would be remembered. Now, of course, obviously, I'm already dead, so the memories are going to be something that I pre-make and just kind of enjoy as my final breath kind of leaves my body. But in the alternative, obviously having a wedding is a pretty important thing, especially for you and the significant other that you are going to be marrying, and I feel like it's a pretty important event that needs to have an audience in order to really become something of a special event. So I guess in between these two hard options, I feel like the wedding's just going to be a little bit more important, especially when it comes down to me prioritizing this over my funeral. Coming in at our fourth question, I have Would you rather know the truth or let some stuff stay secret? Now, I am of the mind that I would much rather have the truth and the information spread to everybody in that government or corporation or whatever the case might be, considering that everybody's going to be able to benefit from it, and in many cases it can allow us to be more acknowledged in what's going on. Now, of course, there are some secrets that need to be saved and savored and all that good information along the way, but I feel like some stuff is just kind of savored and not really generalized to the general public for reasons that don't really make a whole lot of sense, and then we find out at a later date that the so-called secret was kept from us, and in many cases many people kind of feel betrayed by their government or their corporation or whatever the case is again, and I feel like that's just something that shouldn't occur, especially in today's society. So in conclusion, I feel like I would much rather have everybody have the information they desire, and especially when it comes down to the truth, I feel like we would just benefit so much from this information, and it would really open our eyes to what the world has to offer. And finally, coming in at our fifth Would You Rather question, I have Would you rather make one new law of your choice or get rid of one law? Now, of course, in this specific case, I would much rather have the ability to make a new law, considering that it allows me to really stamp my name onto the law and just kind of let everybody know that I was the one that created it and I deserve all the benefits for your satisfaction. Now, the law that I have drawn up would allow the government to pay its civilians a comfortable wage in exchange that we continue to pay our taxes. Now, this law would be in effect for everyone. It wouldn't be for people that desire not to go to work and decide to stay at home and do nothing their entire day. This would allow everybody to have these benefits, and in many cases I feel like this would be a pretty cool thing. You just kind of stay at home and have the ability to do whatever you desire, and you'd still have a comfortable amount of income that would consistently be coming into your bank account, and you could just really enjoy what the benefits of the things that you desire, and you would really be able to educate yourself on matters that really are important to yourself. So I guess when it comes down to the basis of it, I would much rather just have the ability to not work for a company anymore, have the independence that I desire, and in many cases be able to do the things that make me happy instead of trying to appease the people that are already rich. But anyway, guys, this has been this episode of Would You Rather. Of course, I'm interested to see how you guys would answer the questions, so feel free to let me know in the comments below. You can find the questions located in the description of this video. As well as if you guys would like to recommend some questions for the next episode, feel free to let me know in the comments below, considering that I do do take your submissions as priority one when creating these episodes. But anyway guys, this has been NMO, and I'm going to be signing out guys. Peace.